Serious trouble is about to happen in Nigeria very soon between Burkina Faso and Nigerian government, meaning the country. Nigerian government calling for war between Burkina Faso and the Nigerian government concerning the issue of the 11 soldier the Burkina Faso government detained in their land, in their country, and also the aircraft they also seize in their country. So in this video, you will hear everything, the way it is going and how everything is happening, because this issue of Nigerian aircraft being seized in Burkina Faso and then the 11 soldier that are also being detained in Burkina Faso since then till now, they have not released them, and the aircraft, they have not also allow it to fly out from their base, out of their country. So they are saying that they are claiming that the Nigerian government offend the law, that is, they fall into the law, so they did not do things according to the way it is. So but the government, they are claiming they do it according to. So now between those two countries, between Nigeria and Burkina Faso, the issue is now getting hot and hot every day, and the thing is now getting more serious every day. So in this video, you are going to hear from these different activists who will explain, and also the Nigerian government also, that will explain what that is going on in between them, Burkina Faso and Nigeria. So don't skip any part of it. Try to watch to the end for you to understand everything going on in this video.
I am back again to give una the follow-up update concerning this issue of the 11 detained Nigerian soldier where they inside Burkina Faso. My people, no be smart, you are going to be hearing from the side of Nigeria. Yes, so last they have decided to let the general public know what is going on, what they are trying to cover up all this while. You are going to be hearing from their own side. I want to tell you, say publicly, Nigeria, they call for war. Yes, so you heard me clearly. Nigeria, and they are not even begging. They are not even being sober about what they did. We do not say they commit offense, they commit crime against this country. So you are going to be hearing from them. Yes, so and equally you are going to be hearing some other reactions. We go expose your eyes about what is going on right now concerning these soldiers and what Nigeria is to expect in the coming days. So I'm going to be playing the Nigeria side of their reaction right now. Listen to them, then we'll continue. Make sure say you watch this video to the very end, because a lot they here. In fact, you go there shocked.
Very much. Let me first address the issue of Burkina Faso. Our aircraft being seized and being detained, and the interest of France and the United States. I'm sure we have a very fantastic relationship with France, given the personal relationship that has existed between our president and the president of France. You note that more than any other country, the president has been visiting France, and that's because he's welcomed, it's like a second home to him, so to say, in terms of relationship. So I'm sure if it were a question of asking France to talk to the Burkina Faso people, they would have done that. But I'm looking at it from this perspective that, look, if you seize our aircraft, we have seen cases where people were detained in Uganda in the 70s, and the Israeli people just went there. And we never forget about the Entebbe raid, and Israeli people freed their people and and subdued the people in Uganda. It's about time sometimes we start sending messages around here that if you mess with us, there will be consequences. And even though the new world order is for peace to reign everywhere, there's no country that goes into war that doesn't have consequences, both economic and otherwise. But when you look at a country like Burkina Faso, seizing our aircraft, I think there should be some little diplomacy of carrot and stick somewhere, that the president will have to start taking a second look at. But we do have, I understand we have security challenges in Nigeria, which the military is being deployed fully to,
Senator,
normalcy.
I'm trying to understand,
yes.
Are you calling for us to go into Burkina Faso forcefully to retrieve the Nigerian military personnel and plane?
Yes, that would have been my own preference, if not for the challenges that we're having locally in the country. That's what I was still adducing to. That we need our military to take care of the domestic security for now. Otherwise, there is no other way to tell some of these countries that, look, we are not fooling around. And particularly once we have the support of the US and France. So it's only when those two countries, if they're saying no, then it might be a problem, because the crisis can now expand beyond what we initially anticipate. But if it's just for us to retrieve our aircraft and ensure that we free our people there, I don't see anything wrong with it. But, like I said, the president is at a vantage position to look at the security reports, to look at the pros and cons, and he has competent people to advise him on the best course of action. But if I were president, I might just look at that option,
At what point, Senator?
But I will still base it on the security report.
Senator, at what point would you think that will become necessary? It's almost a week gone now. If we do another 1 week,
exactly.
Exactly. At what point would you think that such a tough decision will be required by the president?
If diplomatic efforts fail, like I'm sure the president can, or our foreign affairs department can speak to the necessary people in Burkina Faso, and if they are not yielding, or they are giving us terms that are totally unreasonable, I think within the next 2 weeks, maximum 30 days, if there's a breakdown, we should move and do something, and tell these people that, as a matter of fact, once they see that Nigeria wants to move, I am sure the man that is their president there will have a rethink.
Yes.
Because this is not, these are our neighbors, so, and we should be friendly with our neighbors, but at the same time, we should let them know
that
we can't be messing with our country. Yes.
Definitely. Now let's move a little bit away from this talk about possibly going against the Burkina Faso sovereignty here. The Entebbe raid you mentioned, of course, is the very famous raid where Jonathan Netanyahu, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's brother, was killed, and that repercussions is one I think the world is still feeling today. So we never know where these things will end.
So my people, I hope say una hear wetin this senator talk. Nigeria mouthpiece talk say they would have preferred using military, that is declaring total military war, like carrying Nigeria military to enter war with Burkina Faso, so that they will go and retrieve back their aircrafts. They're not even talking about the lives of the soldiers where they're there. The one where they're important to them. I tell you, say these people, they no cease to amuse people. Imagine now their aircrafts. Say, but because of what they are facing locally, because of the terrorist matter, insecurity matter in the country, if not, they wouldn't even follow it up diplomatically. Meaning that these people, they were even forming that they are going, like, they want war. They want to wage war against Burkina Faso, not knowing that they have been begging behind closed door, that these people are begging, but publicly they are making mouths. I'll be playing another video for you to see, say, No be as you dey see say any color wey Nigeria dey show you, look that color well because that color na opposite of wetin dey show you. So according to this headline, it says Nigerian soldiers spent 6 days in detention in Burkina Faso after C-130 landing. 6 days after a Nigeria Air Force C-130 aircraft made a precautionary landing in Burkina Faso, the 11 military personnel on board remain in detention as diplomatic efforts intensify to resolve the standoff. Diplomatic efforts intensified, my people. They continue with the begging and public, instead of them to come out and say, Nigerians, so we get wahala, we get issue. See, wetin dey happen. And right now we are be begging the country, where we get issue with. They will come out and be making mouth, say, they get their own soldiers are strong. If not to go to war, they can even deploy them there. Just watch this video, my people, and I'll come back with the rest of the updates.
What is happening right now is this. Behind closed doors, Nigeria is sending civil diplomat. That is what is happening, I'm telling you. Let me open up your eyes to something very deep. Something you don't understand between the government of Burkina Faso and Nigeria. What the Burkina Faso government wants from Africa, from Nigeria. Do you understand? Why are they threatening our military with life sentence? Okay, how are they making use of this issue to gain legitimacy as a people, as a government? Why is the Portuguese government behaving the way they do? Like my video, please comment on it, share it. You will love it. Now, inside Burkina Faso's military government, the thinking is very simple. That we can use this incident to force Nigeria to respect us. We can gain legitimacy. You know, Nigeria has not recognized the juntas. They don't see them as a government. So we can use this incident to make them see us as a government. And they're not going to play with that until they get what they want. We fell into their hands now. So what do you expect? The soldiers, you must know, they are not being treated as criminals. They are not. They are just nothing but a political leverage, a political advantage. No charges, no court case, no judge, no, just pressure. Just pure pressure. Now, why Burkina Faso is acting tough on Nigeria? Why? Inside Burkina Faso, this is how Nigeria is viewed. Nigeria supports ECOWAS, number one. ECOWAS pressures Sahel military government, number two. Nigeria is believed to quietly work with Western powers, especially France. So even if Nigeria says the landing was an emergency, that, we don't believe you. We don't. That suspicion is driving everything. Now, what about the life sentence? Okay, because they said that if Nigeria is taking this matter for granted, they will sentence those guys to life imprisonment. Why? And that's the scary part. Now, no Nigerian soldier has been charged. You must know. No law has been read. No sentence has been discussed in court. The life sentence talk is coming from hardliners inside Burkina Faso's security system. Why? To scare Nigeria into making concessions. It is psychological pressure. What is happening right now is this. Behind closed doors, Nigeria is sending civil diplomat. That is what is happening, I'm telling you. Not soldiers. Talks are ongoing quietly. Burkina Faso wants respect for their airspace, and they will get it. They want assurance that Nigeria will not work against the AES countries, meaning you guys have been working against us. We want you to assure us that you're going to work to protect us. And there's this quiet political recognition that they want. You have to recognize us as a government. Both Mali, both Niger, Burkina Faso. This is not just Burkina Faso. Now, that is the real negotiation they don't understand. Now, will they really jail the soldiers? I don't think so. They won't try, because doing that would trigger ECOWAS reaction. And they don't have time to go through all of this trouble back and forth. They won't do that. It will create a regional crisis. They will damage AES credibility. AES is coming as we are Pan-African, we believe in Africa, we want to protect Africa. They won't start by doing such things. They won't do that. So the threat exists only on paper and whispers. And then the Portuguese government, They did not clearly approve a Nigerian military aircraft coming with soldiers. They didn't do that. When questions came up, Portugal asked, why is a Nigerian military plane coming here? Why? Once Burkina Faso detained the aircraft, Portugal stepped back. No strong protest, no diplomatic fight for Nigeria, nothing. Portugal did not say yes or no publicly. They simply refused to be dragged into this problem. It is that simple. That's how Europe always behaves. The Western powers always behave. And that is why people are saying that Portugal said no. And then why Burkina Faso did not officially contact Portugal? Because they don't trust European government. They did that on purpose. They don't trust them. And they also understand that involving Portugal will make the issue international. International pressure would weaken their control. They didn't want to get it to that level. So they decided we will deal with Nigeria directly, not Europe. And that gives them leverage, or you can call it power. This is what I think. This is not about law. It is about power and leverage. Portugal stepped aside to avoid trouble. Burkina Faso avoided Europe on purpose. Can check the internet. You will not see any official communication that Burkina Faso contacted Portugal. It was done, through the grapevine. Okay, the soldiers are bargaining tools in a political game. It's like saying that we've been waiting for this opportunity. Now we have it. We're not going to mess it up. We have Nigerian troops with us, the giant of Africa, the ones who are working against us, who are working for France, working for Western powers. You must respect us. You must sign some terms before we release these guys. Watch and see what will happen in the coming days. But for now, this is what Beaver knows. What do you know?
Nigeria violated the airspace of Burkina Faso, and people are saying Ibrahim Traore should leave the plane and the soldiers. If not, Nigeria will bombard Burkina Faso. People don't know how geopolitics works. People don't know about the international law between countries, because if they do know that, they will not just talk about Nigeria will just wake up and go and bombard Burkina Faso because they violated the airspace of Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is in their given right to stop any plane that is not authorized to pass through their airspace. Forget Nigeria, even America that you know now cannot violate that. If they want to use the airspace of Burkina Faso, they should alert the government of Burkina Faso. If not, they pass through that airspace, Burkina Faso will stop them. If they refuse, they can take that plane down, and that is in their given rights. That plane that Burkina Faso arrested, they will decide the outcome. There will be a dialogue. There is nothing like Nigeria go and bombard. Nothing. We shall see nothing. Burkina Faso, Nigeria will do the dialogue for Burkina Faso to release those personnel and the plane. You make them in their airspace, they stop you. Now they will do an investigation until they are satisfied, and then they will decide. Besides, Tinubu 2 hours ago, he just recognized that yes, that is one of their military plane that Burkina Faso has put on an investigation. But moreover, he said the plane was heading to Portugal. But my question is that what Nigerian military plane with 11 officers going to do in Portugal? When they are just last night they were bombarding in Benin, close to Burkina Faso.
If you can see the way the senator is talking,
and you don't understand, you know why this they don't want Benin to even try to have coup d'etat.
And that is why the country is
look at the map.
Because they don't believe that.
When you look at the map, the Sahel, you know, right now we have Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. They are like they share border to themselves. And you go to Benin. Benin share border with Burkina Faso. So if any military coup happen in Benin and they decided to join the Sahel, Benin and Burkina Faso, they join together. So if that happens, you know the expansion. Tinubu is not the one that desperate. Those who are desperate are there who made the phone call for Tinubu to take action, to just fly those fighter jets to go into Benin and to do some bombardment.
It will be very, very
and they cannot do those same bombardment in Nigeria to the Boko Haram. So for you who are saying we shall see nothing, the outcome of that plane and those military will be decided by Ibrahim Traore, not Nigeria. Nigeria will open dialogue to rescue them. That's how it works. So you can patiently wait and see.
So my people, as you can see, this is not a small matter. This is not